You did pretty good with that one.
Thank you.
You probably wonder what we're laughing at. Well, we have this little graphic open at the beginning of the segment, and our mics are live, so we have to pretend we're talking. And you did great. That's fantastic.
I didn't know you were going to tell everybody.
And by the way, we have not been partaking in what we're about to talk about. So, but for 6 years running, what goes around comes around, and we've got the Glens Falls Brewfest coming up again. Bill was here last year, but you brought a cohort this year. Who's
That's
this
right.
guy?
This is Chris Reed. He's one of the co-organizers with me right from the start.
You are. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you
Welcome,
very
Bill.
much.
Thank you.
They are the founders of the Glens Falls Brew Fest. This is quite a deal at the Queensbury Hotel, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to run down just a couple of things that are going on. But first, just give us a little time and space on this one, Chris.
All right. Well, I wanted to mention, first of all, we have a third co-founder, John Cordes, who's an
Oh, you do? Okay.
optometrist in town, and he has to work right now, so that's why we're here. But this all started 6-7 years ago. We were at Davidson's with our wives, the three couples having dinner, and we asked, can we buy tickets for this year's event? And they said, well, no, you can't, because it's been canceled. Not doing it anymore. And we thought, that can't be. We'll do it. And so we decided, we're going to do a brew fest. And on the way home that night, each of our wives said to their respective spouses, you're not really serious about doing this, are you? And we all said, yeah, we are. And
They assumed we'd been drinking beer.
Yeah.
And this would
Why are they always the voice of reason? Can we just go there for a second?
so we organized our committee, and they were a part of it. So 6 people went forward, and they did a lot more of the detail and the nuancy stuff. And we got the festival off in a couple months that year, and have done it since. Sometime between February and April, possibly
Yes,
May.
right, sure. I remember from last year.
Yep.
So let's let our viewers know what they can expect. I remember last year we had over 50 brewers.
This year we're expecting over 60.
That's unreal.
But we
fantastic.
haven't firmed them up yet, and they will be, as they're firmed up, they'll be posted to our website.
Great.
But we're at the Queensbury Hotel, March 28th, from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock.
Right.
And free food samples. That's the nuts and bolts of it. Free entertainment, live entertainment. It's really a happening. It rocks that building.
Last year was an absolute blast. And you know what? No offense to the big brewers or whatever, but this is craft beer. And someone, before we went on air, someone said to me, real beer aficionados, the people that really love craft beer, are as particular as wine tasters.
Absolutely.
It's really true if you think about it.
Very much so.
We're kind of used to, hey, can I slug down another Bud Light? But that's kind of the opposite of what we're talking about here. In terms of the kind of brewers who are coming in, Chris, give us a sample, so to speak.
Well, we have a lot of brewers. All the local brewers, of course, are participating.
Like Davidson Brothers,
Davidson's,
Cooper's Cave.
Cooper's Cave,
Right.
Mean Max for the first time from Glens Falls, Adirondack, from Lake George. Startups, Common Roots in South Glens
Nice,
Falls, very
nice,
excited to participate, and we are to have them. Argyle Brewing from Greenwich is very enthusiastic this year. And then we have a lot of brands that people are aware of and are popular, Magic Hat, Long Trail, Lake Placid, Brooklyn,
It's just really
Firestone
nice.
Walker.
And this list, of course,
on
will
and
be
on.
posted on your website,
Sure.
so people will be able to see it. I do recall last year, and the beers were all the different dark beer lights, pilsners. They were all kinds of great combinations of things, and it. But one thing really struck me last year was the music. That was one kick butt band.
We'd been playing around with different entertainment, and last year we came upon this band, Fortland Road. They are a Celtic rock band, and it was fabulous.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh my God, the house was rocking.
That's right.
The people were enjoying themselves. They're coming back this year.
I know.
We're very pleased about it.
That's fantastic.
Turned into a concert by the end of the night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
very
Well,
popular.
it was Celtic rock, and they're true to the form to start with. Secondly, the music is, as you know, it's actually popular now. Celtic rock is
Absolutely.
popular in a lot of ways, to a lot of generations now. And but they took the roof off the Queensberry, and trust me, the Queensberry is one of these staid old solid hotels, and the thing was shaking.
Right.
So, it was a good time. We mentioned Davidson Brothers and Cooper's Cave and stuff. Last year they had food samplings.
Right.
Same thing, Bill. What do we got going on?
Same thing. Davidson Brothers, Cooper's Cave, among others.
You know what? I made a quick list. Davidson Sanssouci.
Sanssouci from
Right.
Cloverdale.
And a few surprises still to come, but some of the restaurants that you would sort of expect to be there, Poopies, and maybe some of the Morgan, and maybe some of the newer restaurants as well.
That's
so
right.
Good luck getting those in. $40 at the door. Two things I want to talk
40
about.
in advance.
40 in advance, 45
45
at the door. Yeah, got it. Okay. Firstly, where the money is going.
The money gets, all net proceeds end up being distributed to Feeder Canal Alliance and Adirondack Theater Festival, two local charities that really could use our support.
Yes.
And
right
they
about
do
that.
great things in our area.
You know, before we went on air, I mentioned that we had Chad on, who's the new director of the Adirondack Theater Festival. Yeah. Hey, he was just terrific. You talk about energy and the desire to put on really credible, great plays right in our own Glens Falls. It's pretty spectacular. So that money, I know, is going to a great cause. And the Feeder Alliance is, of course,
the Feeder
also
Canal
great.
Alliance, it's a 7-mile-long trail along the Feeder Canal, and it just winds through the community. People get to use it and enjoy it, and it costs money. It has no benefit of any tax dollars going towards it. It's all it's a private foundation, sort of.
You know, it's
And
near
we
where I live in Glens Falls, and I see families on it all the time, moms with strollers. It's a safe environment.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about traffic. If you like to run your bike, you want to take your baby out in a stroller or something. It's a really nice, and of course it's as scenic as you know what.
Yep.
It's about as good as it
Beautiful.
gets, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Well, both of these organizations, they were very honored to be included as recipients, as nonprofits. But after 6 years, now we've become a very vital part of their funding. And we've contributed, on an average, I'd say about $10,000 a year to each of these nonprofits. And
That's great.
It's an important mechanism for them.
Well, you know what, Chris? That's a lot of money, and also, he said it in passing, but I want to go back and highlight it. That's 100% of the net proceeds are going to these organizations. Right. Which is great. So without a doubt, of course, we're going to see a 7th annual, but let's get through the 6th annual first.
Thank you.
Just one quick question before we go. Designated driver program again?
Absolutely.
It was a wristband or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a $10 ticket.
Yes.
We don't sell those in advance. Those would be at the door.
Right.
And they get
as
a band.
opposed to 45.
Is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
And they get the free food samplings. They get soda and water.
Right.
And they also get to, of course, enjoy the entertainment, be with their friends while they're there.
And on the ride home, listen to everybody in the car singing. Okay, great, fantastic. Thanks very much, guys, for coming in.
Thank you, Jesse.
This is March the 28th, which is a Saturday, in Glens Falls at the Queensberry Hotel, the 6th annual Glens Falls Brew Fest. And I've been there. You don't want to miss it. And we'll run this interview a couple of times before then, for sure.
Thanks
for coming in.
Thank
you very much.
To see this interview again, head to our website, looktvonline.com.